Hey, Judge. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Good morning. Nice to see you.
Man, you were fired up over the weekend.
Yeah, I was. I mean, you know, the clip that you played, when Jim Comey comes out and announces within 11 days of a federal election, and one of the most historic elections of our time, that he is reopening a criminal investigation, that is against Justice Department guidelines, FBI guidelines, and all that is fair and right.
So
he put his fingers on the scale. He's politicized the FBI and the Department of Justice.
But he
it's
found
wrong.
650. It's like finding a body in the street and saying, wait a second, I didn't find the body up until now.
Okay.
He found 650,000 emails. What do you expect him to do?
No kidding. Had he done a thorough investigation in the first place, he would have found this stuff. Had he done a thorough investigation, we wouldn't have been. We wouldn't have been. No, he should have taken Uma's joint laptop with her husband.
But
and don't give me this. Don't give me this hogwash, by the way, that it's just his. And yeah, of course her lawyer said. Are any defense attorneys going to say anything that is really truthful and that helps the truth-finding process?
Sure.
Here's the bottom line. The bottom line is this. This case should have been prosecuted. This is a violation in July. This is a violation of the federal laws. We all know that there was obstruction of justice, there was tampering, there was a destruction of no intent. Intent is not an element to the crime. I don't look. Jim Comey's a smart guy. That's why I'm so fired up. I work with him. I know him. This is not an intent crime, Jim. And, Jim, this is exactly the problem. Because she had this email server that is less secure than Gmail, not to trash Gmail, that's why this dirtbag pervert has our secrets on his laptop.
Alleged.
No, he is a pervert.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying he's a pedophile yet. Okay, he's an alleged pedophile, but he is a pervert.
Am I the only one intimidated?
You know what? We had Ed Klein with us.
This is what I did for a living.
No wonder you host alone.
No, I know.
I've been yelled at.
Fantastic.
It's incredible. My son is clear for the first time all week.
Brian, how about you host with me this weekend?
I would love to do that.
Okay, this weekend, Bill Shine, Suzanne Scott, he wants to host with me.
Who are those people?
All right. Buckle yourself in.
The people who sign your check.
We just had Ed Klein on, who's written the book Guilty as Sin. Essentially what he said, according to his sources inside the FBI, very close to Comey, Comey really sees this, the Anthony Weiner thing, as a do-over because he feels so bad that he blew it in July.
Sure, it's a do-over. It gives him a chance to, it gives him a second bite at the apple. And with respect to the investigation, now he's got the ability to go forward, but he doesn't have the Department of Justice, Jim. Here's the mess up. DOJ told you not to do it, so how do you access a grand jury? Jim Comey's with the FBI. He doesn't call up and say, can you arrange a grand jury for me? We already know Loretta Lynch, who met with the husband of the target and who was promised to be AG if Hillary wins, is not going to give him a grand jury.
Can I give you the good news?
Is there any good news
yes,
today?
They're going to find a way, but the Department of Justice, FBI, combining software, combining forces, they're going to get through most of these before election day.
And then what?
And then we're going to get the answer.
What, you really believe that?
Are you a superhero? Look at you.
Judge,
Are you going to fight for him?
ask you, what do you think about Donna Brazile? She was feeding these questions to Hillary Clinton before the debate in the primary. Now she resigned from CNN. CNN saying that, you know, they don't support it, what's going on. Do you think she needs to step down?
She needs to step down as the head of the DNC, just like her predecessor stepped down. And you know what? For all the trashing of WikiLeaks, at least we're getting some of the truth right now. Here you have a woman who pivots to, I'm a Christian woman, don't persecute me, and then doesn't tell the truth. All right? I mean, you've got Donna Brazile, who at least on 2 occasions got the questions in advance of a town hall or a debate, gives them to Hillary. Hillary then, you know, marches forward with an answer, and we're all like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. No, it isn't cool. Yeah. This is America. This is not, you know, some kind of, you know, it's not.
Banana Republic.
Banana Republic.
If you were CNN, you'd be upset right now.
CNN doesn't care. They said we felt uncomfortable. Really?
Sure.
How about you do an investigation? You find out where she got the question from, who gave her the question, when the question was gotten, and you go out and you apologize to your listeners and say this whole town hall was a fraud.
You know, if they did do an investigation, we really should hear from Jeff Zucker, who's the head guy over at CNN. He's the guy who actually hired her and ultimately had to fire her. What was going on there?
I don't know.
Or what about Bernie Sanders?
We don't know.
Bernie Sanders is still campaigning for her, even though it could have changed his fate.
You know, it's the millennials at this point who have an opportunity to make a statement. They got messed up in terms of their nomination going to Bernie, and now they got messed up again with Hillary Clinton getting the questions before the debates. Millennials are the one who really got taken here by the Democratic Party.
And he had much stronger African-American support than she did, and what they need from Bernie, the millennials and African-American support. You wonder if Bernie's going to say, I can't sleep at night knowing this whole game was rigged against me.
Or what if this were happening to the Republicans? What if Reince Priebus were giving questions to Donald Trump in advance?
You know what would happen. I mean, they would call for, canceling the election. It is absurd what is going on. America has to step up. Millennials have to step up and say, you know what, you messed with us twice here with a primary and now in the general. Enough with you, Democrats. It's a corrupt party.
All right.
I think it's safe to say that no one got the questions in advance on the Republican side.
Yeah,
just judging by what we saw.
No, we didn't.
All right, Janine.
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
We're going to be watching your show this weekend.
When he co-hosts.
Well, it's going to be
fantastic.
fantastic.
Of course, we're going to be there Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, you going to have a special too, both days?
I hope so.
Yeah.
He likes FaceTime.
He likes FaceTime.
He needs lots of
I'll give you all the FaceTime. Look at that smile.
There you go. All right.
I'm a little scared.
Judge, thank you very much.